Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Bug knee windshield. That's what happens when you have a big running back like this. You just see people bounce off. He just breaks tackles, continues to keep his feet moving. You better get all 11 guys to the football if you want to get him to the ground.
He's got another 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series. Taking a shot down the field, they got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Right down the middle. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Husky!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Fires to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive gains.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Williams will pass. Safe completion on the screen. Powers through the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. This is a design run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air. It's Sayin. Finds his man. It's Tate. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
From the gun, the running back has it. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship. And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the ankle.
He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Coleman. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Williams looking for a man. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to get the corner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel you.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A run for the quarterback. Wide open space. And he's dragged down. Washington wants to go quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Williams will pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Boston. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Coleman. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. It's a seam wide open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows.
Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Horton. Snags it quickly on the left. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He wants to change this route. They'll run the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Williams will pass. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Green. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington right back to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Washington 17, Ohio State 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now on the option. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive guys.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Washington.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Scrambling away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Tate. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going downfield for the big play. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The toss sweep to the right. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Lots of running room.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.